Welcome to Southern Cross Sim Racing's GR86 on Full Send Sim Sport. Tonight we are racing at the Belle Isle circuit in Chicago, in Illinois, the United States of America. Joining me tonight
sorry,
is
mate.
Rob.
Sorry to interrupt you. Belle Isle circuit's in Detroit, mate. Not Chicago.
Detroit. My bad. Detroit, Michigan. Which one am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the NASCAR track, mate.
There you go. Get my locations mixed up. Wrong location. So Belle Isle is in Detroit, not in Chicago. My bad. Apologies for that. So we're on round 4 tonight, Rob.
Yes, round.
How many rounds we got? 8? 12 rounds. So we're not even only a third of the way through. Looking like some exciting racing tonight because the Belle Isle Street Circuit, one of my favourites, is definitely a challenge.
This is a tricky little track. It's a good track, but I enjoy it.
Oh, it is. It's a great track. It does provide really good racing if people are generally sensible. There's obviously some tricky spots that you need to know how to negotiate to keep your car out of trouble, but it flows really well for the most part.
It certainly does. A couple of tricky corners that catch people out.
Yes, there are definitely tricky corners that catch people out.
The walls around here, the walls that around here just don't stay still. They constantly jump out on the racetrack in front of you.
I think we're getting ready to go here, and we are off and racing for race 1. So this will be an interesting start to the race to see how everything pans out. I think he's there. There he is. He's sort of tucked away there in the mid-pack as we're coming through to turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 2. Turn 3 we're coming down to now, I think. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of battling going on in the background oh dear, that's most unfortunate, as we see a few cars have had some issues there going into turn 1. Yeah, not sure entirely what happened there, but we can always go back and maybe a bit of brain fade. We can go back and have a look and see what's going on there.
I think limits looking to have a go.
I think safety car's out. Yep, we've got a safety car out now.
Race control for safety.
Yes. Unfortunate, but I guess there's a few cars back there at the back of the pack that got caught up in that little incident at turn 3. But turn 3 is always a challenging corner at the race start. Everyone jostling for positions as you come down. That's good.
What also as you're flying down you can't actually see the apex of the turn. No, you got cars in front of you. It blocks the view. It does make it a very challenging corner to sort of enter into. Particularly, when you're in a big pack like that, and it invariably, it's going to go wrong because everybody's practiced their braking points, in different conditions, and cold tires, cold brakes. You brake a little bit too late. Also, what doesn't help with tracks like this and Watkins Glen, Chicago, is the numbers for the braking zones are up on the fence.
Yeah, so you got to look a little bit higher.
Yeah, and generally you're driving and chasing the guy that's directly in front of you. You don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
it's about, I guess, having your vision split into all the areas that you need to have it split into, so you can try and see what's going on. But again, it comes down to whether you're on single screen, whether that's a normal single screen or an ultra wide or triples. Well, your visibility is going to be very, very different.
that's correct too. I mean, I suppose the next time is look for a different braking marker.
Well, that again, you should have multiple different references for the different lines on the track as well. So, learning, where the braking mark is. If you're going to take an inside line, all right, what's my braking marker to make this corner in a situation where I've got cars on the outside of me? What do I need to do differently than I would do if I was on the outside line? Similarly, if you're in the middle lane, where do I need to brake in this situation to ensure that if I've got a car on my inside and a car on my outside, we all get through the corners together.
Possible really good start to that would be to not put too heavy a spring on your brake pedal when you've got a really bad back.
Yep, that would definitely help, Rob, I guess. But lessons learnt and all that. You just got to keep moving forward. And
I'll stop playing games, everybody. That was me in the shop.
I reckon they probably knew. Look, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And the key is to learn from them and to grow, and not make the same mistake twice. That's the important one. If you make the same mistake twice, you're not learning.
I could say something about our illustrious leader, but I won't because David wants stuff back.
Yeah, it's probably a wise choice. We should be supportive of David and all of his efforts that he puts into Southern Cross Sim Racing.
And mine too.
And so I just noticed a car go off into the pits. What was that all about, Rob?
Don't know.
Because he's going through there at a reasonable pace. It doesn't look like pit lane speed.
I have no idea what's going on there. I think that might be Mr. Uni, to be honest.
No, it's
it's not.
Boost Mobile branded livery. I'm not actually sure who that is. What car number is that I'm trying to see from this distance? I can't actually read the number on the car.
Yeah, neither can I.
It's just behind Jackson Zammit, so it's D-Day.
Okay.
Mr. Day.
I have no idea why he wasn't given a penalty. No, nobody was given a penalty because we withdrew all penalties because of the dramas we had.
Right.
Technical issues and whatnot last
Yep.
week that you and I were having and whatnot.
Yes,
so we
yes.
had to withdrew all penalties because we couldn't see things properly.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was for the previous round.
Yes, yeah. So I guess, we're just sort of running around behind the safety car here. We are on lap 3.
We should be going back to the previous lap.
Yep. So hopefully everybody, I guess we're going to be single file, so there's going to be less chances of any issues, I guess, going into turn 3 this time around. But that doesn't mean that somebody might not get the restart right going into turns 1 and 2, and that could leave some people exposed for attacks from behind that could potentially then lead to issues going into turn 3. So I guess we'll just have to keep our eye on it and see how it pans out. As we're coming into this is the sort of the trickiest section of the track, I reckon. This little bit here from turn 7 through to 11.
It is. This part of the track right here is very narrow.
I think it's where you're going to get the most issues. I think for drivers, self-spinning more so than issues with other cars. I think it's more self-spinning, but
these last 3 turns as well, that one and the next one and the last turn coming up are very tricky to get, because To get a fast lap out of this car around here, you've absolutely got to use every millimetre of this racetrack.
Yeah, you do. And this corner particularly, corner 12, you can carry a lot more speed through there than you actually realise you can, but you've got to do it in the right way. And
if you're a millimetre off the line,
yep,
you're in the fence on the outside.
Yep, absolutely. And similarly with 13, if you don't get the entry line into 13 right, you end up in the wall on the outside there as well.
You rub the wall.
Yeah, which I know, I've done it numerous times in numerous cars. And we're back running.
A little rub on the last turn wall there can cost you half a second.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, easily, if not more. So we're, yep. We are. Yes. Yeah, Luke and Dan Bartush and Jackson Zammit are all there. We're currently riding on board with Mr. Martin and now Mr. Uni in the big battle pack that's sort of forming behind the leading cars that are kind of just scooting off down the track like they have a tendency to do.
Yes, well, our cameras are telling us this is the most exciting part.
Yes. So we're just riding on here. We've got Colby Ashmore coming in up behind Mr. Martin as we are coming down to turn 7. So it's always tricky if you're going to show your nose into turn 7. You got to be sure about what you're doing.
Yes.
As we're watching some more battles here and two cars coming together. It was Joel Jansen's and Quinn Owers, I think they're having a bit of a battle as we ride on board. There's sort of a little bit more going on there in the background as Joel Jansen's manages to get in ahead of Quinn Owers. As I heard another car hit a wall there, I thought. So we're watching the cars coming through turn 13. As we head back down into turns 1, 2 and 3, we've got two cars side by side here again. Quinn and Joel, by the looks of things, still battling out, or is that Quinn and somebody else actually, I think, as we're now riding on board with Joel and Hansen in P13 alongside somebody else. We go 3 wide there. It was looking like we're going to go 3 wide. So we've got Mr. Cook and Mr. Uni, as well as Mr. Baker there. As I hear another car having a moment by the sounds of things. Oh, and there we go. Oh dear, oh dear.
That was Bryce Baker and Mr. Uni.
Yes, it did look that way as they sort of tumble down the list. As there's a couple of more cars having some issues back around on turn 5, 6 there. We've still got some cars sort of pulled over as they're waiting for other cars to come past.
David can join me in the no talent pool.
Yeah, potentially, maybe even both.
Potentially, yes.
As we're riding on board with Aaron Smith at the moment. Almost 3 wide, almost 3 wide going through here, which is a pretty risky undertaking. I have to be honest. I certainly wouldn't be doing it. He's run a little bit wide there and collected the tyre barrier. That might have done a little bit of damage to the car there.
Yes, we're too wide.
We've got
exciting little race.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of little battles here in the mid-pack that are sort of carrying on throughout the whole of the track. Gaps are starting to form though. Yep.
Mr. Beans there. Oh, that was a big jump, Mr. Beans. Did he stay there or did he go around? Oh, I don't know. Alkin keeps jumping around.
Yes. So we've got 2 cars going side by side. Battles are pretty fierce at this point in time, so the court director's not sure where to look.
He doesn't know what's going.
Well, there's too much going on. I think that's the problem.
We went too wide through there.
Yeah, we did. Everybody came through it safely, which is good as we come into turn 6. And now we got Mr. James chasing down Mr. Patrick, but that's gone away. Obviously, it wasn't exciting enough to stay on it for too long. So we come back to it now. Coming into turns 9, 10 and 11. This is a pretty easy spot to defend on track. Yeah, it's pretty easy section of the track to defend on. Really, you just got to basically make it impossible for anyone to even consider putting the nose up the inside by just having the car nice and central. If you do that, they really, unless they want to be very risky, they just got to hold on. And you know what you want to do in if you're the attacking driver behind, just drive your normal line in that situation and just pray that they make an error that allows you to capitalize when you exit out, from turn 11. Because you've got that short little straight there. If the person ahead of you makes a mistake, going through that section where they've lost a bit of pace, and you just drive your normal line and you've got your pace on their corner exit, you can easily get alongside them and potentially even pass them into turn 12, or at least hold yourself close enough to them by the time you get through 13 that you've got the pace on them down into 14 and then into 1 to be able to get the overtake done there.
Yeah. Coming out of turn 2, you can get a good run on the car in front if they make a mistake through turn 1 and 2. And on the exit of 2, you can get that good run up and back straight. And we're going to have an overtake.
Yep, going into turn 7, gets it done. Nice move. It's always challenging to get that move done going into turn 7 on that inside line, because you got to, again, like at turn 3, you got to be able to pull the car up. So if you can pull the car up, then you're doing all right.
GR86 Academy driver is going to be doing that in real life this year.
Yes.
Two-way crane stuff.
Yeah, it'll be awesome to be able to watch him tackle the car in real life, out on the real tracks.
I was excited the other day. You went and drove a 600 horsepower supercharged Mustang around a racetrack the other day.
Nice. That would have been pretty exciting to get your hands on.
Oh yeah, he hasn't shut up about it.
Are you a little bit jealous, Rob?
Very.
Oh, that's no surprise. As we're riding on board with Mr. Day at the moment, heading down behind Jackson, down the outside of Miss Bartush.
Got a good slipstream off
Yep. Like I said, it's just you got to play the waiting game a little bit around this track. If you're prepared to sit in behind, wait for the cars in front to make mistakes, you can easily get overtakes done. So when you try and force the issue, you make mistakes yourself, and then it drops you off the back.
These guys touching that inside curve there on the left-hand side. I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, it's a bit risky. I mean, it can do. That being said, the 86 does ride the curbs really, really well, so it's more risky than some other cars. I would say probably safer in this one. Like even that corner there, I know catching quite a lot of that curb. The car doesn't get overly unsettled if you get the angles right. So we're still riding on board with these guys, battling quite hard here. This is the best battle we got on track at the minute. Because let's be honest, Mr. Faulkner is miles ahead out on track at the minute, as he's wont to do. There's all three of them collect the wall on all three of them collect the wall on the exit of 13 there.
Yeah, Leslie's making a big ground on the front straight.
Well, that would absolutely have helped, because they would have all lost a bit of pace there.
A couple of minutes ago about dropping them big time if you scrape this wall.
As we've now got a battle. Oh, there wasn't a battle, there was a lap car.
Nice run.
So there was a lap car, unfortunately, there for Twin Owers, who was a lap down.
The car on the inside there just got a beautiful run out.
It did indeed. As we see Mr. Patrick from Full Send Simsport take the defensive line in the middle there to try and make sure that none of the cars behind him thought it was a good idea to try and slip up the inside.
A bit of a dodgy driver, that Mr. Patrick felt.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see him go into a wall at the turn 3, so...
I'm pretty sure... hold on, let's not say it just yet. I'm pretty sure something happens.
Well, let's just leave it to the imagination for the moment, Rob, and see what actually happens later on as we get into this race. Full disclosure for anyone who's watching, this is a delayed broadcast, so we already know how this is panned out, but we're commentating on it because we're commentating on it as though it's just happening. So we don't want to give away spoilers, right? We're just
I'm not going to say anything.
No. As we're back on board with Mr. Zamet, there's Mr. Reeves is now on his tail. So don't know whether Jackson's... Oh, right. What's Leslie racing?
He's actually he's putting a cage in a Mazda RX-8.
Oh, right, okay. What series will he be running that in?
I'm not sure. Improved production.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. Well, that'll be awesome.
Spec stuff, I think it is, in Victoria. I'm not 100% certain, but yes, he's been showing us streaming his stuff when he's welding.
Thank you for the Formula 1 race direction there as we flash away from a potential overtake going into turn 3 for something that's happening further up the track. Thank you, iRacing, for your race direction. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
As we come back into the battle here from P7 down with Mr. Patrick being chased down by Mr. Ashmore now, as Mr. James behind him is being chased down by Mr. Lofnan. And this is I guess Mr. James was the one chasing down Mr. Patrick before. But as I said, if you're the car behind and you're putting a little bit of pressure on the car in front and they make a mistake, you can get past. And I reckon that's probably what happened.
Yeah, good chance.
So we are, I reckon, coming around for what would be a white flag lap here. So we are, I would say, Mr. Faulkner coming across the line now for his final lap of the race. He's got a reasonable gap to Mr. Newing. Mr. Bartush is
just 5 then.
Yep. And Mr.
racing really weird when the safety comes out. Like it's only supposed to be out for 3 laps, but it took most of our race time.
Yeah, it did. It did a little. So as we've got a battle for an overtake here between Mr. Reeves and Mr. Zamet. Yep, and that's brought Mr. James, Aaron James. No, we're back in the pack again. Here we are. Mr. James chasing down Mr. Ashmore, who's trying to chase down Mr. Patrick, and Mr. Lofnan, who's trying to chase all of them down as well on this final lap as we...
At the end of the season, Greg will let releases Mr. Manbook.
Well, I'm trying to remember everybody's first names, but the display isn't giving them all to me. I have to look over to my left to see all the names. And it's not in the right order either on my left-hand side, so yeah, it's just easier for now. We'll just call them by the last name, and we'll go from there. So it looks like Mr. Patrick's going to hang on to his P7 position as the battle still rages further down.
Yourself as the third person.
Look, not really. To be honest, it's I can just pretend it's my dad. Just pretend I'm talking about my dad. It's fine. It's easy. Don't stress about it too much. As we're back on board, as Mr. Zamet's dropped to sixth spot, so Mr. Reeves has managed to pull up P4, and Mr. Day managed to pull up P5. If we are on the last lap, is that the end? Or we're still racing? They look like they're still racing, or are they? That is the end.
Yeah. Maybe we should have a rewind and have a look what happened to Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, we can do. Let's, all right, just pause that.
I've got to remember.
Okay, so we get to see what happened here to Mr. Zammit to lose out from P4 down to
He
P6.
got a very poor run over the turn.
Yeah, he did.
A really good run.
He did. And he took the outside line. I reckon this was that replay that we got taken away from, Rob, that I complained about the F1 race direction. As he got a poor entry and exit, and Leslie did get a good car positioning there into turn 3 and just gets past. So I guess the question is then what happened? So Jackson's tried to get the position back, but that's compromised him. Yeah, okay, and he's lost traction on the car.
And lost position then too.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Jackson lost out the biggest on that one, which is a bit unfortunate for him. But there we go. That's what happened. So we'll get ready for the second race that's coming up, where we have the reverse grid. And that will mean that the faster cars are going to have to navigate their way through the slightly slower cars that will be ahead of them on track. So it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out this week, Rob.
It certainly will.
All right.
Well, we shall find out in a second, won't we?
We shall. So let's get to it. Okay, here we are, ready for race 2, as we have, looks like Jamie Fleming on pole, is that?
No, Jamie Fleming's not actually here.
Ah, so it must be Mr. Johnson.
He dropped in and had a bit of a chat with us before. Jamie is a family man, and he spends certain days of the week with the wife and kids instead of with us when he takes time around a racetrack.
All right, well here we go. We're about to get going with race 2. So it's slightly longer. There's pit stop in this race, as well as it being a reverse grid race as we head off from the race start finish line, coming into turns 1 and 2. There's a bit of bump and barge there. Everybody's kind of getting through the first couple of corners unscathed. We seem to have a bit more of a gap between the drivers going into turn 3 this time, so it's not quite as congested. So hopefully everybody gets through here fine, as we're almost 4 wide going into turn 3 this time round. And we've had a spin there. I think was that Mr. Uni again? It was Mr. Uni again. As we come into turn 4, as we have got a car spun there, and oh dear, oh no, there was definitely something going on there.
Because I was coming, I actually got cleaned up in that as well.
Oh dear. Well, that explain why you were back in the pits when I came in then.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I drove the car back towards, and it was bent, but I drove it back.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have that luxury. my car got severely damaged, and unfortunately, it was largely net code, which we'll see from a replay. Oh, we've got another car going around. Who's that in the background? Is that Mr. Joel Hansen, was it? Tumbling back there. No, definitely not. Do KFC still use that slogan, Rob? Or is that a bit anachronistic?
Show my age,
Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, that was back in the days of El McPherson doing the KFC ads.
Maybe I should check the correct to say these days.
Oh, look, I think it's just an advertising slogan, right? Of its time.
Jackson's having a look up the inside.
Yes,
yeah?
he is definitely on. Aaron Smith, is he? Oh, is it maybe McMillan Smith? Oh, where are we? No, it was McMillan. It was McMillan. Smith's in behind. So Aaron Smith is running the HRT livery on the Toyota. I mean, it's no more egregious than running a Ford livery on a Toyota, though. Really, Rob. if we're being fair, right? It's no more egregious. Oh, as we've got another car going around.
He's more than welcome to run it. I'm just saying, it hurts my eyes.
And we had another car around there that looks like that was Mr. Owers again. Yeah, Mr. Owers in the other team car, I think.
I think we'll have the team captain on Tuesday.
Oh, lovely.
Format change to the racing for Tuesday.
Okay.
And that should allow Mr. Adam Hughes, who's the team captain.
Lovely. Okay, that'd be nice to have another driver on the grid. What's the format change, Rob? Do you want to talk that through for the audience?
Our new format will be a 30-minute practice with a 15-minute line qualifying, 15 minutes or 15 laps. Then we'll be back to the 20-minute race and a 30-minute race with the reverse grid and the pit stop. The reason for the change was under the current format, we're not getting off until somewhere around 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So try and bring it all a little bit earlier
just
for
bring
people.
it a little bit further forward because we've got some people, as we know, lots of guys start working 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And it's just to try and accommodate others.
Yep, that's fair. It's when you got races on the weeknights, that's one of the challenges, and I guess you want to keep the grids full, and the best way to keep the grids full is to make it as convenient for everybody to attend as you can.
Doing that format allows us to still start it at 6:30 Queensland time or 7:30 New South Wales time, just depends which state we're in.
Yep.
And not have to change the start time. Like if we brought the start time forward, that would inconvenience a whole bunch of people that wouldn't be home from work in time.
Yes. I mean, I feel for anybody who lives in Western Australia because they've literally got no hope of ever taking part in most weeknight events. They really have to wait for weekend events because it's just not plausible. Yeah.
We've got some good battles here.
Yeah, we do. Beans and Ashmore.
Colby.
Yep. As we're coming down to...
Colby's pretty early.
Yeah, taking early pits. Why not?
I actually, when I drove into the pits to repair my car, I did the fuel and stuff then and ran the gauntlet for the rest of the race.
Yep, likewise. But I also lost at least a lap. I can't remember how many laps down I was in the end, if it was just one or if it was 2.
I managed to stay on a bit.
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah. But I was right behind you on track for position for a lot of that. So I'm not sure...
Somehow I managed to stay on the lap.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I had the tow, and that was a good minute and a half.
If you look at the timing, I'm not actually a lap down.
Well, we probably actually got it back as other cars pitted. That's probably what happened.
That happened, yeah. But
yeah.
We're not actually at this stage. We're not a lap down.
No, which is interesting because
the reasoning for that is because no insult to the person that was leading the race, but Ben is 2 to 3 seconds a lap quicker than the rest of us.
Yes, yes. Well, that is certainly true, and we'll get to talk to Mr. Faulkner a bit later. So that'll be an interesting conversation for everybody to listen into as we are riding on board with Mr. Zammit trying to negotiate his way past Bryce Baker. And we're now...
Mr. Birds, and we've got
Mr. Graham, Mr. Graham Hill, R.I.P. Battling with no. Oh, Graham Hill, R.I.P. As in Damon Hill's dad, Graham Hill. It was a bad pun. Okay, I'll accept. It was a bad pun, Rob, but it was a pun all the same.
I'm nearly 60. I don't know that. So how do you think some of those young blokes are going to click on that?
Well, you know, I'm hoping for a high level of motorsport education. Maybe it's a stretch. As we're riding on board with we got here Cameron Brown chasing down Bryce Baker as we're coming into turn 5, sort of nose to tail, very, very close.
You see what I mean? Just there with that, when Cameron Brown just hit that inside curve there, it threw his car out to the wall on the right-hand side.
Yep.
He didn't hit it.
No.
He threw his car towards the wall.
Yep.
Which costs you money.
Yeah, it does. You got to get it right. You got to get the angle right. Is he going to make the move? No, he decides to hold off. Gets very, very close on the entry. That's cost him a bit of time. He'll make it up again through here if he's gentle on his inputs. So now we're riding on board. I'm not sure why suddenly we're back to the F1 race direction again here. Why we went away from a close battle to
because we've got another one.
Well,
the Timu car and the Southern Cross car.
Yep, we do.
Which would be...
And, that was almost contact there as they were going through turn 9.
Boost car inside.
Yep. So we got...
It's going back here because we have, 4 or 5 cars.
Yes, we do.
Back up inside
as Mr. Owers has kind of sort of backed out a little bit of the battles there to maybe avoid any further unnecessary stops in the pits.
Cameron Brown's going to have the run on Bryce here.
Yep, as we move back to the F1 race direction and disappear from the exciting battle that's happening going into a braking zone.
I'm going to have a couple of fit if this keeps up.
It's incredibly frustrating. Thank you, iRacing. Yeah. Oops, somebody's had a bit of a moment back there. I'm not sure who that was. That Mr. Reeves, I think. Yeah, Mr. Reeves had a bit of a moment there.
Mr. Infallible had a crash.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know if he had a crash. I don't think he crashed. I think he just had a moment. He just had a moment.
There's walls here. He hit it. He crashed.
Well, is it a crash if you hit the wall, or is it a crash if you hit the wall and you can't drive the car? As we're riding on board with Mr. Bartosz, as he is trying to get ahead of Mr. Day, and he did. He sort of backed out of it as Mr. Lofnan is trying to hold on to position. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide.
Inside curb there, I reckon, cost him some traction, which would have cost him exit speed.
So Mr. Colby Ashford has managed to sort of get a little bit of a gap to these guys out of that section. It's kind of left Darren Lofnan under a bit of threat here from Dan Bartosz and Dylan Day. So although Dylan seemed to get a less good exit out of 13, so that dropped him off the back a little bit.
We're back on the back of Colby.
Yep.
Colby must have got a poor run up through that.
Yeah, he did. Darren's back there with him, and like I said, Dylan's dropped a little bit off. Didn't have some great corners through the final sector, unfortunately. As we see Dan go up the inside. Colby's had a moment on the and that's allowed Dan to nab 2 positions in 2 corners. Move himself back up to was that P14. So he's trying madly to make his way back through the pack after a good race 1.
On this car and the racing is like 5 seconds ago, Colby was in front of his place. give it another couple of laps and he'll be back in front of him again.
Possibly. Yeah, it is. I have to be honest. Like, I'm usually a GT3 guy. You know, I spend most of my time racing the GT3s, but I've had a lot of fun racing the 86s. They are such a good fun car. I think since the updates, they're even more fun.
Yeah, because now can do things that couldn't do before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stops that little bit better. Doesn't. It rides the curbs a little bit better now. It doesn't bunny hop as much as it used to.
So yeah.
The thing is, one car that does need to be fixed is that 992 Porsche thing thinks it's a polo style.
The cup car, new cup car.
992.
Yes. Right. I haven't driven it yet, so I can't comment.
Do that when you do. Make sure you tape your eyeballs still.
Yeah, right. So we're now riding on board with Joel Janssens, who is trying to get up to Angus Brown in front of him, who in turn is trying to get up to we've got Damien Martin, who is right on the tail of David Uni.
And no, it's not Damien Martin.
Is it? No, well, I wouldn't have thought so. But you never know, right? You never know.
Well, actually, it could be.
Yeah, could be. You never know. As we Joel on the outside here going into the corner. There'll be a car on his inside there. He's given them plenty of space. He's clipped the wall slightly there. I heard the clip as he's still trying to hold... who we got there? That's Mr. Wilson. Thomas Wilson chasing in behind John Janssens. As we now move back to Mr. Ashmore battling with Mr. Bartouche. Coming through turn 11, and now we're back on board with Bryce Baker and Ben Faulkner, who's just taken that position as Lachlan Johnson's pitted. He's up to P5. He's now on the tail of Mr. Reeves, who
and just ran the fastest lap to Bryce.
No, if I am correct, Mr. Reeves has not done his pit stop yet, so this is not really a battle for position at all. And Leslie nearly lost it coming through 3 there. He was giving Ben a lot of space, but I think he probably gave him way much more room than he probably needed to there.
That would have been a track cut for Ben, definitely. It was very wide in the exit.
As we're now on board with Mr. Ashmore, who is still chasing down Mr. Bartouche with Mr. Day behind. Off track, yeah.
Yeah, what a track cut. This is a nice little tussle.
It is. Yes, they have. Keeping it fair and keeping it even.
Good driving, boys. Nice and entertaining. Just what we need.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's neither Greg or I were very entertaining, so we're trying to be entertaining now to make up for our shitty driving.
Well, hang on, slow down. I don't know that I'd classify mine as shitty driving. Mine was just unfortunate. Wrong place at the wrong time. That was what happened there. Might be a little bit harder to prove in your situations. We've got a car spun around down the street.
Second race it was. I was in the second race. I was caught up in your melee.
So we had another car spin around down the back there, one of the SCS cars. I'm not sure who that was. I'm trying to remember who the other SCS driver was. So we're on with Luke Newing. Who's the other SCS driver? Rob? Yep, I got myself lost. But we'll go back and have a look at it. Oh, Mr. Newing absolutely clatters the wall on the exit. No. Correct. And I have no camera control because I lack the tools. But we'll sort that out one day. But for now, Luke, he took it. You can see the damage to the side of the 717 car there where he clattered the wall, and he's had a little slide there. Yeah, a little slide there. I mean, he could be running a little bit of damage on that rear right quarter, because he hit the wall reasonably firmly, so he may...
That corner also drops off from the exit. So if you get on the gas just that fraction too early as you come out...
Yeah, it does. It throws you down into the wall. Yeah.
You wait just that millisecond as you exit the corner before you get on the gas.
Yep.
It doesn't tend to do that.
Yeah, it tends to be a little bit more stable. And oops, as we have a Monster Energy car in the background there go spinning. We might go back and have a look at that one. We have a battle here between Thomas Wilson and Joel Johnson's.
SCS car up here.
Quite possibly, although I wouldn't have thought so, because I would have thought he was further back down. No. He's right on the tail, and again, F1 TV direction takes us to Mr. Ashmore, who's literally on his own.
Running around by himself.
Yep. So, I'm not sure how exciting that is, but...
being all his friends.
Yeah. You know, Dylan is closer. Yes. Oh, as John Jansen's Thomas Wilson. I'm trying to work out who we're actually riding on board with. We're riding on board with Thomas Wilson in the 595 car, but I think it was John Jansen's that actually hit the wall. Yep. So almost 2 cars width between them there. It's probably a lot wider than you need to be going into that braking zone. Probably too much though, because then it slows you down. Yeah, you get much narrower line.
Left-hand side on the exit.
Yeah, because you narrowed the line down way too much. You have to pull up the brakes a lot harder, and then
that was taking too much curve on the entry, and they couldn't push the car out to the left-hand wall. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
You've got to line that up perfectly.
Yeah.
We've got another one up the inside.
Yeah, we have. It's a risky move, that one. You got to really trust that driver on your outside to
give you space.
Yeah, not maybe recognise that in that situation they're not going to win out if they can't keep their car in there. Better off to fight another day, right? As many more corners, many more opportunities, particularly in these cars, right? It's because they are so even. It is easy to pick up the time again that you've lost, because you just wait for the car in front to make errors. Inevitably, because we're all human, we make errors. That's right.
Some of us do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure who those people are, but maybe they live in Fantasyland. Yes, quite possibly. So we've got a little bit of a three-way battle here between Joel Jansen, Slit Newing, and Lachlan Johnson. And Thomas Wilson's sort of still there, but he's sort of almost a second ahead of him on track now. But this one's definitely very, very tight between these three. Yeah, well, Colby, Dan, and Dylan, Colby's actually dropped in behind the 4 of them now. There's a bit of touching going on there.
No, the monster car got loose in front of him in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, okay. So Mr. Bartucci, there we go, back on board with Colby. Yeah, Colby sort of dropped off the back of the battle that he was in earlier, and yep. So he's chasing down. As Cameron Brown ladders the wall on the exit of turn 13 again. There's going to be some pretty grumpy mechanics in the pit garages at the end of this from all of that damage on the left-hand rear corner.
I hope the Bates family's got a lot of spare mirrors.
That's fair.
They are the ones in real life who look after the GR86 cars.
Oh, there you go. We are coming down in turn 3 with Mr. Ashmore again. Apparently that's exciting. Watching him sort of
Colby thinks it is.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Colby. As we've got a blinker there in front of us, but that's okay. And we're back on board with Luke Newing chasing down Joel Jansen's. Coming down into turn 7, down this long sort of straight, this sort of curvy straight. It's very reminiscent of that sector in the Melbourne Grand Prix track, I find.
I've driven the Melbourne Grand Prix track. I don't play Formula 1 games.
Oh, okay. You should give it a go sometime, Rob. It's a interesting track to race on. It's a lot better now since they made the changes, but yeah, this sector of this track is very, very similar in the flow, except instead of a fast left-hander at the end, you've got a slow right-hander, but the feel is very similar. As Luke Newing is right up on the tail of as looks like Joel Jansen's ducks into the pits. And there we are here with Jackson Zammit chasing down Mr. David Uni, who is currently sitting in P2 but is yet to pit. So he is literally the only car on track who has not pitted as yet. And so I expect...
tells us what lap pitted on.
Yes, it does. There's lots of people who pitted on lap 1. So I'm going to guess maybe the fuel level wasn't low enough to force a more aggressive strategy. Because if you can pit on lap 1 and go to the end,
yeah, but that, if I didn't, you can't do this without pitting. That was the point.
Yeah.
Whether it's 1 litre or half a litre, it's got to go in the car to make it up. It won't make it up.
Yeah, no. I get it. But I guess if you
actually come to think of it, one of the boys in the chat mentioned that he had to pit twice for fuel.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
He must have short filled it, and because I'd just leave it on automatic and let it.
Yeah, working stuff out.
Business.
Yep.
So he must.
Whoops! Oh, as we have another car go into the wall there. I think that might have been Quino. Yeah, I think it was Mr. Quino's again, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's been
a big hit.
Yeah, it's been a tricky racetrack for him this weekend. It's been a tricky this round. It's been a tricky track for Mr. Quino's on this round.
It's not going to be any better for them. They're all going to come around to my house and want to punch me in the head next week.
Look,
because we're going from Detroit to Adelaide.
Yeah, but it gives everybody a good chance to get used to street track racing. We got Long Beach in here somewhere, Rob?
Long Beach is the second last race.
Okay, awesome. Another one of my all-time favourite tracks, Long Beach.
The cars were really good at the testing I was doing. The cars are really fun to drive around Long Beach.
Yeah, okay. I haven't driven this car around Long Beach. I've driven it in supercars. I've driven it in the Porsche Cup. Yeah, he is.
If anybody wants to know, David Uni's left thumb is the size, really, really big because he keeps pushing that flash button.
He's built up the muscles in the finger or the thumb. But yeah, so Long Beach I've raced in supercars. I've raced it in Porsche Cup. I've raced it in GT3s. I've raced it in F4s, but I haven't raced it in the 86s yet. So.
I think the only thing I've raced Long Beach in was the Legends car.
Oh, right. Wow. It's a long track for the Legends car.
It was, but
yeah.
It's a bit slow.
As Mr. Ashmore just had a kiss of the wall on the exit of 7 there.
He certainly did.
As he's chasing down Lachlan Johnson. There's definitely some worse for wear cars out there on track at the minute.
Yeah, there's a lot of banged up cars.
Yeah.
Not too many tiny ones.
No, it's definitely been a lot of eating of walls, both left and right hand sides. Colby took a lot of the curb on the inside of 13 there, he's coming in for his pit stop. He's going for another pit stop. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's definitely already pitted before.
Maybe it was Colby that was one that had to do 2 pit stops.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So here we got 2 SCS cars, Thomas Wilson and Luke Newing, P3 and P4. Oh, they, yeah. So Luke's just hit the wall again. So he's really battered that car around.
I realise they've got different coloured roofs.
They do, but yeah, it probably would help if the
mirrors that we spot first.
Yeah, it would probably be good. Well, maybe we can make that recommendation to them, or if they're watching the stream, guys, it'd be really cool.
Guys, could you just one of them just swap the colour around?
Yep.
On the mirrors so we can tell the difference.
Or maybe even, match the mirrors to the colour on the roof for both cars, and then they'll really stand out different. Yeah. So it's just a recommendation from us as commentators that just to make it easier for us to recognise which car is which.
Big dents on the left-hand side of that car.
Yeah. They've been definitely abusing them without any stretch of the imagination.
The right-hand's along Tom Wilson's car, is it? It's not looking terribly good.
No.
But both sides are banged up.
Yep.
Right now where the doors are open.
Yep.
Not straight.
No, they're definitely not straight, and the black is definitely looking a little more silver in spots. So, yeah, it's looking that way. It looks like Mr. Cook's back in the pits as well.
Yes, he could be doing this. Oh, no, so far, that's right. Riley Oates had the car out.
Yes, he did. Yes, unfortunately. Yeah, Riley was very disappointed because he was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, he likes this track. He was really G'd up for it, unfortunately. Never mind Riley. Hopefully everything will be alright for him moment.
Yes, yeah.
I've actually set up all the remaining round servers, so everybody can go and test the remaining rounds right through to the last round of the series.
Which is good preparation for people. They can go out and get some practice on them.
It certainly is. They're all set in weather conditions and race times. They can just go out on a track and get an idea of what it's going to be like.
Yeah, weather conditions you've got set to realistic, yes? That's my understanding? Yeah, so what the weather conditions are on the way you set them up today could change come the actual day, though, if I understand the way iRacing behaves correctly.
Oh, if I regenerate it, yes.
Well, no, I don't think if you regenerate it. I think when the session launches, I think it takes the... pretty sure it takes the time and date into consideration at the time the session launches and adjusts.
The remaining rounds, I've swapped them over between afternoons, middays, mornings.
Okay. So there's a little bit of play in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
spice things up.
Everything at the exact same time, the exact same conditions.
So I think we might be
if
on
they all come out at 22 degrees Celsius, that's not my fault. I don't set the weather. That's
no. So we are, I think, on the final lap here, Rob.
It's been a good race for these guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben's gone back to back.
Yes, he has a massive lead in this race as well. Like he's almost a whole sector ahead of Jackson in P2.
And we have
dear, as Lachlan Johnson kind of gets tangled up there with Mr. Quinoa's. As there's a bit of defending going on here for the final top 10 spot between Cameron McMillan and Leslie Reeves. Is that right? No, not Leslie Reeves. Sorry, Darren Laughlin. Darren Laughlin. Sorry, my bad. Darren Laughlin is there.
No, the car.
Side by side, they are.
Yeah.
Chase McMillan. Yeah, sorry, Chase McMillan. And is it Darren? Yeah, Darren and Chase that are battling out.
Yes.
So Darren's managed to get the position. Yep. So we're coming around now. This is the final lap.
His lovely pink wheels.
Yes.
I'm told those wheels match his hair colour.
Oh, there you go. Well, I mean,
that's what I'm told. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I'm told.
I mean, if it is, it is. I do like the little recognition on the back of the car there, the livery for Mr. Ashmore's lovely wife Tegan.
Yeah,
it's a little.
Tegan does those Southern Cross liveries.
Yeah, it's, nice touch there. yeah, I think that's because we have
He
finished the
ran out of
race.
fuel.
He ran out of fuel. Oh, that was Dan Bartush.
Yes.
Yes, he did. I managed. So thanks to Dan running out of fuel, I managed to actually
Me too. I got
finish in the top. Yeah, P19. Yeah, P19 for having.
I started at the back of the grid and from the pits, 20 seconds, 10 seconds down the road from you all. So I'm quite happy with that to finish P18.
Yeah, no, we recovered well, Rob. We did recover well in the circumstances. Yeah. Yes. Well, that was. They're going for an interesting end to the race there as Mr. Graham Hill RIP in P17.
Is that beautiful shell colour?
Oh, look, that weirdly coloured Toyota that seems to be running a Ford livery. It's a bit strange, but anyway. Oh, look at that beautiful car coming through there alongside. As we 3 cars just pull up together there for a little bit of a photo shoot. And then let's do some doughies if we can. No, okay, we're not going to do them. It's Mr. Faulkner.
Because your doughies are boring.
Yeah, it's Mr. Faulkner who absolutely dominated the round. Brings his car back into the pits to pull her up and say that's it for the end of the race. I'm done. Time to collect my prize and go home.
His prize for tonight is a well done.
Yes, correct.
Best prize.
And I guess more points in the championship to put him back in contention at the front.
Actually, we can give a championship points update because I have the latest championship point update.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
One moment.
I guess while Rob's pulling that up, so I guess our overall round, podium. So Ben Faulkner for obvious reasons, and I'm pretty sure then it was Jackson Zammit and I think Luke Newing. I think was the third person in that trio. I'm just going to double check that. 2 seconds as I look at it.
Ben Jackson, Mr. Wilson, Luke Newing, Mr. Day Brown. So
I've got the round 4. Ben Faulkner, Luke Newing, and Jackson Zammit were the top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
championship standings updated from the end of this race are Luke Newing and 571 points, Thomas Wilson in second on 569, Dylan Day in third on 408, with Daryl Longham 371 in fourth place. Leslie Reeves is holding in 5th position there in the top 5, followed by Colby Jackson, Aaron James, Lachlan Johnson, and David Cook is your top 10.
There we go. Well,
myself and you, Greg, we are.
Well, we won't be very far up. I wouldn't have thought.
So far back. I don't think history goes back that far, to be honest.
No. Well, I mean, it doesn't help if you're not racing in the first 4 rounds. So now that we're able to race and we do these as a delayed broadcast, it means that we can work our way up.
Mate, they better watch themselves. I'm coming back.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was
I'm kidding.
I was P11 overall for the round. I'll just put that out there. So
I probably would have been higher too if I didn't.
Yeah.
And then if some bloke didn't crash, was a problem. And,
well, I mean,
I don't know who the bloke was.
I'm
pretty sure he lives not in the same state that I do.
Well, I think that there was probably another car also involved in that situation that kind of led to that.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah,
which is actually the one I collected.
Oh, well, there you go. So I
was a little bit blind. As we know, David had just spun on you guys.
Yeah.
Prior to you guys. Then you guys have had your little thing. And I was actually roaring up the straight and I'd come through turn 3 and David was taken off. So I was actually right behind David, and I was blindsided.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't see the car. I got the alert from crew chief to say that there was a car. There was an incident ahead, but my vision to the car was blocked. And when I saw it, I made the move to avoid. And unfortunately, I had a little bit of net code with Mr. Dan Bartush that unfortunately meant my rear got spun around, so I lost control of the car.
Yeah, well, but at the same time that I went to get through, the other vehicle involved in the incident was doing a U-turn.
Yes, well...
yeah, we kind of made contact because of that. But that's okay. These things happen.
They do. It's racing, right? It's racing.
Yeah, I mean, he sent me a DM, apologised for I just told him it's all good, don't worry about it.
Anyway, we'll have a chat with Mr. Ben Faulkner, and once we've had a chat with Mr. Ben as the race round winner, we'll say farewell to everybody at the end of that. So, we're welcome to the commentary box, Ben Faulkner, the overall round winner for this week's event at Belle Isle in Chicago, if I remember correctly. Ben, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Greg?
Not too bad. How did you find this week's event?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good fun. Belle Isle is one of my favourite tracks, especially in this car, so I was happy to come along, and the second race was a bit hectic, but managed to get through it all. So yeah, I had really good fun, and looking forward to next round.
And I guess the question that's probably on everyone's lips, when's the mothership returning to Earth to take you away? Based on your lap times, you're a bit of an alien out there, mate.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I've done race in real life since I was little, but yeah, I just practice and getting used to how the car mechanics work and what does and doesn't work in the car, and then having the confidence to go close to the walls and keeping that momentum up. It's just, yeah, it sort of comes naturally and has to come over with time and practice.
And I guess that's the thing with the 86. It's a different beast, I guess. If you're used to driving GT3s and cars with a bit more power, the 86 is a very, very different beast. I guess my personal experience from driving it, find it simpler to drive. I think is that a good description for it?
Yeah, it's a very simple, sort of easy to pick up and go car, but I think it's very hard to find the maximum pace out of it just because of the momentum you need to keep and sort of use every single part of the track to be able to keep the speed up, which some people find difficult, especially for over a few laps and doing it consistently.
Yeah, it's and I guess this circuit in particular, there's some tricky corners where if you don't get the momentum right, you can either end up in a wall on a corner exit, or I guess potentially spinning the car under brakes. If you've gone in a bit too deep and things like that. I guess that's the biggest challenge for most people in a car like the 86.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it sort of accelerates it all as well when you're at a track like Belle Isle, where the walls are your mirrors are pretty much going for the walls in some points, and sometimes you don't have a choice to have a little scrape on the wall. It's just the nature of the track and nature of street tracks, and yeah, so it's just confidence of keeping on track, bouncing over the curbs it is quicker to go over the curbs, so knowing the best way to go over those curbs and landing straight, not getting all squirrely, stuff like that, and keeping the car under control for the whole time.
Yeah, there's definitely one thing that I've noticed with the 86. It does love curbs. A lot of cars, you try and drive them over curbs, they get incredibly unsettled and they really don't like it. But the 86 seems to eat them up.
Yeah, I mean, there's techniques. You may see that my car usually sometimes rides better over curves than other people's. It's just little techniques that you can do to sort of make it smoother and land a bit nicer and go over the curves a bit nicer rather than just clunking and then it goes to space. And yeah, if the car does like them, but there's little things that you can do to make it even quicker and let you take more speed through those corners over the curbs.
Awesome. And you said Belle Isle is one of your favourite tracks. It's one of my favourites as well. Love this track. What is it about the Belle Isle circuit that you like the most?
I think it's just got a bit of everything. It's got like, you know, the straights, the like turn 1, 2, it's a nice flowing corner. You've got like the slow corners. The curbs sort of give it some spice to it. You sort of have to do some extra techniques, throw some extra techniques in driving. And because the walls are so close, it's even more satisfying than other tracks to get it right because you're so close to the walls, and it just feels like you're locked in and you're hooking it up if you get it right.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those tracks. Like I said, one of my favourites. I love racing on it as well. So next week we're off to another street circuit, Adelaide. If I've got my timelines correct, how do you feel about Adelaide?
Yeah, I actually haven't done many or any laps at Adelaide. Actually, I haven't, in this car. I think I've maybe done one race when it first came out, but yeah, I haven't really done many laps there. So I'm keen to see how I go. I do have uni on that day, so I need to try and see if I can get home in time. But yeah, if I can, then I'm definitely keen to give it a crack. Especially it's an Australian track that's new to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. And Adelaide, I'm sure it will bring its fair share of thrills and spills as we tackle that next week. Again, well done. Congratulations on your round win. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you back for next week. And for, I guess, anybody who's watching along at home, you know, what are your thoughts around the Southern Cross Sim Racing 86 series? What would you say to others, you know, who might be interested in joining in? What would you sort of recommend to them about this series?
Oh well, Rob and all the boys have put on an awesome series. All the boys are really good to get along with. Many of the times I jump in the chat before, after, and sometimes during the practices to have a chat to the boys and have a laugh. They're all good lads, and it's an awesome series, and they've done a really good job. And if anyone's coming in to get started or even just want a fun race, the 86 is a great way to start and to have some fun every week.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Ben. Thank you for your time, and again, congratulations, and we hope to see you racing around the streets of Adelaide next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg. Right. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks, mate. All right. So thank you to Mr. Faulkner for having a little chat with us there and getting his insights into the race tonight and his thoughts on the circuit and the series more generally. And yeah, so Rob, what can we expect for Adelaide next week?
Ben Faulkner to have 3 sandbags and a 200 kilo lead in his boot.
Okay. Outside of that, what else are we expecting?
I'm expecting a very good race, to be honest. Turn 1 at Adelaide is always tricky. It's very hard to line up. The track limits on iRacing are incredibly strict at turn 1. So you've really got to get it right, or otherwise you're going to get a slowdown. Again, we've got a bunch of walls. The staircase sector at Adelaide in this little car's quite good fun. From turn 4 onwards through until you get to the back straight there at turn 7. It's very good fun going through that sector.
You pretty much keep it flat for most of it as well.
Turn 8's flat as a pancake in this car.
Yeah.
You got to lift off in the supercar Gen 2, otherwise you'll end up in the wall on the outside.
Yes. as we saw happen in the supercars last year.
That guardrail on the inside, you still have to be careful of it.
Yeah. Oh, well, because you can either clip the inside of the corner by taking too tight a line, or you can just run too much pace through the corner more generally and end up on the wall on the outside.
Right. The braking zone down into turn 9 in this little car's a fairly late sort of a brake, and you can really throw this little thing into that corner. That exit curb there at turn 9 isn't too bad. You hit it the wrong angle, the car will spin around, if you get it at the right angle, you can pick up a fair bit of lap time.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah,
it's gonna be a good one anyway. Again, my hometown track, so I look forward to being able to run it. I haven't run it in anger yet.
You should win then.
No, I don't think that's quite how it works.
Home track advantage, mate.
Yeah. I think there's a level of skill required for that to kind of apply, but I don't.
Did you just admit that you've got no skill?
I didn't quite say that. I said there's a required level.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
A required level of skill. You do have to remember. We just had a chat with Mr. Ben Faulkner. There's no way in hell I could beat Mr. Ben Faulkner on any track, let alone Adelaide. So, so I think but again, it's my home track. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. And
to my credit, I'm only 8/10 behind him on his fastest lap time around that.
Well, there you go. Well, it's we'll see how that gap pans out when we get there next week, Rob.
No, I'm talking about Detroit.
Detroit. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
Adelaide.
Right. Yes.
I'm expecting the lap times to be anywhere from low 30s to average. For the top guys, maybe high 30s to low 31s, and then probably start climbing a little bit from there. Maybe a lot of blokes will hover around that 31 mark, because there is a lot of blokes are very close on lap times.
Yep.
As we've seen many times now in qualifying, where there's bugger all between them all. So yeah, it should be good. I'm wondering if anybody can come and topple Ben.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. Hopefully, people, watch the stream, get interested in it. They see what's going on, and they go, what, I reckon I can challenge that guy.
Listening that would like to come and try and topple our Mr. Speed Demon Ben Faulkner, you're more than welcome to join the league and come and race in the 86 with us and
absolutely.
Show us what you got.
Absolutely.
The more the merrier.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll see you all next week for Adelaide. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.